Hey guys, it's Chideramichelle and thank you for clicking on this video. For today, we are going to be doing everything wrong with Zoom University. Why virtual learning is absolutely trash. It should be abolished. It should never exist again. We should never do it again and all that jazz. Before I get started, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and are following me on social media, and like this video, thumbs it up, and leave a comment on what you think about what I said. Let's get started. To start off, let's talk about internet. So we all know that professors in college are very bad at everything that has to do with technology. They hate technology. They could be 25 years old and hate technology because it's like mandatory for professors to hate technology. So one thing that I hate the most is the fact that we're always blamed for when tech goes wrong. Like, we could be sitting in a Zoom and it's just static. But here they come. Can y'all hear me? Are y'all participating? Are you gonna do something about the internet? I'm like, girl, guy, whatever the hell. It's your internet that's actually messing up. It's not my internet. It's your internet. My internet is perfectly fine. But then you have certain days where some students have bad internet and they want to be the most talkative student in the class, and it's just like, friend, I need you to relax. I need you to not be goody two shoes right now, because you are moving like this and it's just a mess, and I need you to stop talking. So that's for one. Internet is absolutely just horrific. You never know if somebody's gonna have good internet. You never know if somebody's camera is gonna be blurry or clear or not. But it's always an expectation for you to have the best internet, the best quality in the computer camera, and it's just a mess. Number two, let's talk about these professors and them not knowing what they're doing. So on top of the internet being absolutely trash, why do professors not know how to work laptops in 2020? You have a laptop, you use it. How do you still not know how to work the laptop? I have a professor who is so bad at using his computer. So like, he has a dry erase board that he uses to like write things down. It's calculus. And he writes things down. But sometimes when you write things down, it's a camera, so it's not going to see everything that you're writing. So it'll have to be like, can you move your camera? Because we cannot see what you're writing. We do not understand what you're saying because it's blurry, for one, because your camera's dirty. And number two, you're cutting stuff out because you're on a dry erase board, because he doesn't know how to use like technical ways to actually teach the class other than in the old school, like right on the dry erase board. So instead of like zooming out or moving his laptop back to get the full board, he moves the camera from left to right, which sometimes he doesn't know what direction he's going in, because we're obviously flipped because we're looking at him. So it'll be like, can you move your camera to the left? And he'll move his camera to his left, and we can't see what's happening. So it'll be like, okay, move your camera back to the other side, and he's still moving it to the left. So he doesn't know like directions. So that's a mess. We need to stop doing that. On top of that, you have professors who just are not aware of, like, my third thing is like time zones. So at my university, I go to school in DC and I live in Houston. So our difference is an hour behind. I'm an hour behind, but you have students who live in California. If you live in California and you go to school in DC and you're online right now, I think you're probably like 4 hours behind, and nobody wants to do anything to help the fact that students either have to wake up an hour earlier or 4 hours earlier to meet this class, when the class could easily be something that you can like post the lecture and we could figure it out on our own, because your lectures are literally you just reading the book or reading the slides. So you're not really actually lecturing, you're literally just regurgitating like information that's already been said. So why are we here? Why are you counting Zoom attendance? And why does my camera have to be on? Another thing, why when I'm sitting on the camera, you know I'm here, I'm in the Zoom, I entered the password, I entered the meeting, why does my camera have to be on? It is 10 o'clock in the morning. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, and you want me to look at you do what? Talk? in your blurry, dark ass house, you want me to look at you, talk to me on a computer? No, I'm not turning my freaking camera on, because for what? More times than not, if the class is early in the morning, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm not. I know that's like not encouraged, but I am not getting out of the bed to stare at you right about E equals MC squared. I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to work. This is not the relationship we have. You do not get to see me at this early in the morning. I have not brushed my teeth. I have not washed my face. I am laying down. You are not going to see that. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not getting out of bed. Not doing it. So the whole mandatory cameras on thing is really inconsiderate, also because it's just like, it's privacy. I'm in the privacy of my own home. Why do I have to look? Why do you have to look at me? For what? If I'm here and I'm participating, why does my face have to be shown? I'm speaking. You don't know what could be happening behind this camera. I could be indecent, and I could be in the bathroom. I could be outside. I could be in a public place. And yes, this is a call where I'm technically in class, but it's home at the end of the day. Like, people are here. People are here. People could be here. Somebody could walk into my room and hand me something. Do you want to see that person? No, you don't. So why does my camera have to be on? I am not camera ready. I don't want to do this right now. I don't even want to be in this Zoom right now. So, speaking of Zoom, this is the title of the freaking video, Zoom University. I'm over Zoom. I'm over these codes. I'm over these meetings. I'm over these boxes. I'm over this recording. I'm over it. I'm over Zoom. Once this whole pandemic is over, I never want to hear the word Zoom meeting ever again, because I'm tired of it. Sitting at your camera all day, listening to people talk about stuff that you don't really want to think about because it's a pandemic outside, is really, it's not it. It's not it. I don't want to do it. It's not fun. It doesn't give me life. It doesn't give me hope. It doesn't give me spirit. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't. Especially the classes that are over an hour. Who wants to sit at the computer for an hour and a half? No one wants to do that. No one wants to sit at a computer for an hour and a half listening to...
Okay, so for today we're going to be talking about business communications. This is business communications. How do we talk about business communications? Da, 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 da.
It's all too much. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I'm over it. I don't want to do it anymore. And I think that students don't get the opportunity to be over it, we've been online. Most schools have been online since March. Obviously it's tiring. I don't think that people understand that it's tiring and that it's exhausting, and more exhausting than going to school on campus, because they think that you're in one place and you just got to turn on the computer. But it is a lot of energy to actually have to focus on a computer and actually be fully engaged for an hour and a half for more than one class a day for a week. It is a lot. It's a lot on your psyche. It's a lot on your mental health. It is exhausting. And I don't think that most professors understand that, because I've seen a lot of professors' responses to like students being like, oh, my mom got diagnosed with COVID-19. It's just like, okay, but that due date is not changing. Like, why be a dick right now? It's just like, when you think about it, none of this matters. None of this matters. Like, people are dying. So none of this really makes sense at this moment in time. Like, none of this matters. Does this due date really matter that much? Is it really that important? Is it really that important? Is it? And if you ask them that question, they're just going to be assholes anyway. So it's really just pointless. So what's another thing? Proctorial. So my school requires proctorial. I don't believe that, because some of my professors are not actually using it, which is like a good thing. But proctorial is a scam. Let me tell you why. Because Proctorio, the purpose of Proctorio is for when you take a test or an exam, it monitors you so that you don't cheat. Obviously, it has its pros and its cons, because it's like, okay, I get what you mean. Students are at home. It's more likely for a student to cheat online if they're at home and nobody's watching them. But the fact that, okay, first of all, they were using Zoom to monitor us before, where we had to have our camera on during the Zoom for the exam, for the class period, and the professor would watch us through the Zoom while we took the test. I like that because it's like, it's not a censor. So Proctorio senses your movements, your eye movements. If you get up to use the bathroom, if you get up to close the door, if you get up to answer the door, if you do anything other than stare, then it's going to suspect that you're cheating. I have taken like 3 Proctorio exams so far, and none of them have been good. Mind you, I've not cheated. But I'm a mover, and I'm a talker when I take exams. So I'm going to say things, because realistically, I'm a human being. And some human beings have habits that they have when they take tests. For tests, I kind of mumble to myself. But Proctorio listens to your words and listens to what you're saying. So if you're talking, it suspects that you're cheating. So it's a very slippery slope, because it's like, okay, you're recording me right now, so you're going to watch the video and it's going to say that, oh, this person was moving too much, so I suspect them of cheating. So then what? If I say, no, I wasn't cheating, I was literally just being a human being who moves and speaks, because that's what people do. Like, I'm not a computer. At the end of the day, what I mean is a computer can only monitor a human's, human's movements so much before it becomes just like, okay, in order for me to not make this thing triggered, I have to move like a robot, because I move like I'm a human. I move when I talk, I move when I take my, and then for Proctorio, I have to, this is for multiple choice exams, it's kind of easier because you just have to look and you have to read the questions. Mind you, some people read out loud, so it's sensing you reading the question, but you can't say anything because it's gonna sense that you're talking, and that's cheating. So you can't say anything. So people who read out loud can't even read out loud because it's gonna sense that you're cheating. So another thing is, I have to use Proctorio for like math exams. Advanced math is impossible to take with just do in your head. You can't do advanced math. You can't do calculus in your head. It is physically impossible. It is not realistic to think that I'm going to read this calculus question and just be able to mentally do it and mentally do it and just enter the answer into the computer. It's not realistic. So my professor was like, okay, well, we're going to let you look down. We're going to limit some of the precautions on Proctorio, so you can look down and look up and kind of move, but not too much, because if you move too much, you're going to sense that you're cheating. What exactly is move too much, really? What does move too much mean? So you can't really ask these questions because they don't know. Proctorio is a computer, so what the hell is it going to tell you? It's just going to sense that you're moving, and then it's just recording you. So you just never know if what exactly you're doing wrong, because it's just too much. It's too much, and that's too much, and I can't do it, and that's enough. Another thing is tuition. So tuition across America has not really been reduced. It's been reduced a little bit, but not a lot. And I'm just like, if we're in a pandemic and people are losing their jobs, and people are losing money and all this stuff, why not reduce tuition significantly? Students still have student loans. I am full-blown paying for a university education, university experience in my room. Something's not adding up here. What exactly am I paying for? Because I had to buy all this, I had to download this software. If you didn't have a camera on your computer, you had to buy a computer, because they're not going to do nothing for you. Are they really going to send you a computer? No. Most universities are not going to do that. So it's just what are we going to do with it? Another thing is family. If it's one thing family's gonna do, it's be inconsiderate when you have something to do because you're at home. Some families do not care what you're doing because you're at home. So if you're at home, they assume that you're available 25/8. I am not available right now. I am busy. I am in class. Why are you calling me to do something that you could do yourself? Why are you calling me when I told you you can see me? You can see me on the computer. You can see me working right now. You can hear the professor talking. Why are you talking to me right now? Why? Why are you doing it? Why? What is so important? Why don't family members ever consider your time? Why don't they do it? Why is it so hard for them to consider that? Maybe just maybe, if she says she's in, maybe she's indisposed right now. My lighting is just messing all types of up. Maybe I can take the trash out, or maybe I can open the door for the Amazon package at another time, or wait for her to be done, or I could do it myself. Like, why am I now, because I'm home, like I am in what is so important? What is so important right now that you're calling me? You're calling me on the phone. You're calling me downstairs. What is so important? And so then when you get up and you're like, bruh, I'm in class. Like, oh, I'm sorry. And you go back to class and the professor's like, with the camera on, because you got to have the camera on. Why did you walk away from the camera? Why did I walk away from the camera? Really? Why did I walk away from the camera? Because my family is calling me about some stupid stuff that I gotta go get up and take care of. I don't know why I gotta do it, but I gotta do it. So either you go mind your business in your little cubicle in your house, or you can't ask, because asking your parents to be considerate of your time is like finding a needle in a haystack. It's just very rare. It's very rare for a family member to be like, I respect you and your autonomy, whatever the hell the word is. I respect your time, so I'm not going to disturb you right now. It is very rare for a family member to actually do that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. And lastly, being at home all day, no friends, no meetups, no nothing. I am bored. Bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house, I'm in the house bored. I am tired of being in the house. I'm absolutely over it. I have been in the house. I haven't been into I've only been into like 2-3 public outings, like very small. Very, very small. Other than that, I've been in the house since March. Since March. It's November. I've been in the house since March. And it's November. What? I am going stir crazy. I have my therapy. I talk to my therapist and be like, therapist, I'm tired of being in here. I can't. Be like, change of environment, change of environment. Oh my God. She helps me a lot. But other than that, I'm just like, this house, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go back. I gotta find ways to like figure this out, because staying in this house all day is literally it has to be the worst part of quarantine and social distancing, like being in school online, is the fact that one, my grades are not as good as they once were. I mean, my grades are still good, like they're still okay, but I wish I'm an in-person type of person. Like, I really just, learning online for 2 semesters, well, like a semester and a half is a lot. It's 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 a lot. Am I really absorbing this information? I don't think that I am. You know, I don't know if I am, but it's just, it's a lot. And I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything about it. So it's the fact that I can't really change anything. because I can't get rid of the pandemic. I can't make my school open up. Like, I can't do things like that because it's just the way the country is right now. But it doesn't mean you don't suck. It doesn't mean that you can feel your feelings. And I feel these feelings, child. I feel them. I feel them. I am tired of it. Which is why I haven't made a video, because girl, it is a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot of time management. And it's a lot of just like finding that little bit of motivation to get up and just participate and just get it done, so that you don't fail out this crap because of this pandemic. I'm trying not to fail. Like, I want to graduate, so that's not what I'm trying to do. But yeah, that's a lot. And let me know how you feel about Zoom University and virtual learning. How are you learning? Are your grades improving? Are they going down? Let me know in the comments below. We're in this together, you know. It's almost the end of the year. It's almost the end of 2020. Woosah, take a deep breath. And thank you for watching this video. I'm Chideramichelle. And don't forget to follow me on social media. And what else? Thumbs this video up, share it, all that jazz, and have a nice day, night, whatever time you're watching this, and peace.